to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the American, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So TCU's offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense won.
Grab behind the line. It's Bohannon. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Bohannon. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Using his legs, it's Barnes. At the 10, he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Hoover. Bears the pressure. Makes the catch. It's McAllister. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. They'll give it to the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that 1st quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's James. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Hold.
So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. They'll run play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Gets it out quickly. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Bohannon. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down. Looking to throw again. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The play action fake. Under fire. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quickly complete. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indy.
Breaks into the open. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it first and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Under fire. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. A first down run in the red zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They'll immediately call timeout. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Payne. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Tennessee endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Rocky Top. And the Vols came away with a win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Turner. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. Grabbed in the middle. It's Reed. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Timeout, Tulane.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Bohannon. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Fires left. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
The Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds a man on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. With the catch, it's Bohannon. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Caught in the backfield, it's Hayes. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Wants to keep it in the air. Pulls it in, it's Reed. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Got a man. It's Hayes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. The Green Wave needing a 3rd down conversion as we start playing the 4th. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Hayes. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Takes the handoff. It's McClure. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here they come to give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Trying to barrel in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looking to throw. Into the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Give to the running back. A relatively short but effective gain. He's out of bounds at the 11. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Running into the open space. It's a fumble on the play. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The quarterback takes a knee. A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead of you.
And the sky's not falling right now. You're just 0-1. There's no need to panic. You don't have to try and reinvent the wheel. What you got to do is go back. You got to watch the film. You got to be honest with yourselves. Where could you have made better plays? You got to limit the penalties. You got to limit mistakes. This team is talented. They've still got a lot to play for.